Have I been missing your letters? Did you write me at all? Or have I just forgotten how hard I fall? Is he stretching out your belt?
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to one of the last videos of the year that I'm going to be filming and editing and uploading. It's actually kind of crazy how fast 2023 really flew by, and now it's coming to an end already, but I thought we would spend a self-care evening together talking about stuff. Well, it's mainly me talking. I wanted to feel like a big sister advice. I asked you guys on Instagram if you have any questions for me, and you actually sent in a bunch. I will tell you about my experiences that I had this year, lessons that I learned, and you know, it's just like besties chatting whilst I'm going to do my self-care, skincare, hair care routine. First things first, I'm going to be applying jojoba oil to my scalp and ends, and I'm also going to apply Olaplex number 3. I'm gonna be taking off my Apple Watch because I don't want it to get dirty. I'm going to jump right in. I don't really know what to start with, to be completely honest. Okay, I'm gonna start with the juicy parts first because you guys ask so many questions about that, which is my dating life. You may remember that I used to be in a relationship up until last year, and ever since then I've been single. So to answer the first question that you guys ask me a lot is, I'm not seeing anybody at the moment. So I'm not dating, I'm not taken, I'm not in a relationship. I'm single and I'm fine with it. When I came out of my relationship, I really wanted to date, and I really, like, I didn't want to be in another relationship, but I really felt like I needed to fill that void, fill all of that space with somebody else. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was dating throughout the year 2023, and I learned a bunch of things. I'm going to give my scalp a lovely little massage whilst I'm gonna continue rambling off about that. I feel like I rarely ever talk about my love life on social media, and I will be completely honest, for the most part, I've already decided no matter what's going to happen in the future, I'm going to keep it off of social media. And I feel like as a content creator, sometimes it's a little difficult to differentiate, like, where do I draw the line? When do I stop sharing things? It's not like you guys wouldn't know if I'm seeing anybody, if I'm dating, but I just wouldn't show the person that much, and I wouldn't want them to be that involved. I've learned my lesson. First of all, it's about privacy, but also about this right here being my comfort space, and you know, it's our little community. I don't want anybody else to interfere with that. 2023 has taught me a lot of lessons though. I learned about situationships because they came up during COVID. I feel like when COVID happened, I was in a relationship. So I come out of my relationship in 2022 and I stumble into situationships, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the heck is this? I don't know what this is. And everybody's just like, yeah, that's the situationship, like, get used to it. I'm just like, oh, that's crazy. That's not normal. You shouldn't be proud of that. But yeah, everything happens for a reason. People will always come and go. You will always meet new people, and you will always lose people in your life. And I feel like the past 1.5 years have really shown me that it's also okay to lose people, and that's also something that I would tell you guys. Like, if people leave your life, they do it for a reason. It's never just happening just because. Even though it might hurt right now, you realize that that person was just not where you needed them to be. A lot of you guys ask me about heartbreak, how you guys can heal from a heartbreak, and I feel like I'm the wrong person to ask because when I'm going through heartbreak, it's the worst, but once I'm done with it, I just forget about it. I'm just like, I was fine the entire time. What do you mean? I wasn't, but I like to pretend. I like to forget. If you want to heal from heartbreak, I think one of the most important things is really just allowing yourself to feel everything, the discouragement and the disappointment. A lot of the time, I feel like, especially if you haven't actually been dating that person, you are not really mourning the person and what you had with them. What you are mourning is what you could have had with them. I think one of the worst things you can do is not letting yourself feel everything. Feel absolutely devastated and then pick yourself back up again, you know? Do stuff with your friends, do something on your own, you know? Like, it doesn't help if you sit at home and you dwell the entire time. But if you just keep on distracting yourself and you're not actually feeling it and you're not going through the hurt and the grief and the anger, it's not gonna help. Am I happier now than I was at the beginning of the year? I feel like, yes, I do think so. I think I'm really content, but I also do like to believe that, you know, I'm constantly growing and evolving, and I'm constantly learning new things, and it really helps me, you know? Like, I look back on anything that happens, and it can be bad, it can be good, and I'm always grateful for anything that happened. All right, I'm going to let this sit, and I'm going to have a lovely little sauna evening with my mom.
Still know what happens when the world least this is an okay bar for running into you. It's an awful house, and I wanted to get you out. I'm working on a plan right now to come through. I've waited for a lifetime for you to calm down. Oh, nothing feels the same without you now. I've waited for a lifetime for you to calm down, 'cause nothing feels the same without you now.
We did 2 rounds of sauna, and now I'm going to be tinting my eyebrows before washing my hair and taking an everything shower. It's much needed, I'm telling you. Protecting the skin around. Let me put this on, and whilst I'm doing that, I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty in life, uni life. This is one of the last opportunities that I have to actually talk about uni, because I'll be out of uni so soon. Time has really flown by. I started dental school in 2019. It feels like that was like yesterday, but it's been 5 years almost, and it's crazy. Like when people now ask me when I'm going to be done, I cannot answer with, oh, it's gonna be a while. And I actually have to start making plans for the future. Like, where do I see myself in a year of time? I'm not gonna lie, that's actually terrifying, but also exciting at the same time. Like, I'm excited to be graduating, but I'm also very, very nervous. So some of you may know that I actually didn't start out with dental school. After I graduated high school, I actually started a bachelor in business communication. I did not really want to become a dentist at first because both my parents are dentists. I'm like a nepo baby of dentistry. It always felt so forced. I just always felt destined to become a dentist, but not as a good thing. And I'm actually very grateful that I did something completely different at first, because when I graduated high school, I was 17. I did not know what I wanted in life. I did not know whom I would want to become, and actually still, you know, being forced out of my comfort zone, being forced to live on my own and be in college, be in uni. That was such a good experience, and it helped me so much, even though what I'm doing right now has nothing to do with business communication. When you're 17, you rarely ever know what you really want in life. If you just graduated school and you feel like you have no clue what you want to do and who you want to become in life, I would honestly just tell you to not worry. I know there's some people who seem to have it all figured out at like 16 and they already know what they want to do, and that can be so intimidating if you don't feel the same way, but it's fine and everything is going to be fine. In the future, you don't have to worry, you don't have to hurry. Dentistry is definitely a very demanding thing. You do feel that. It's like working a 9 to 5 and still studying. It's very time consuming. You can't really work on the side. It's also very expensive to study dentistry in Germany. It's not that easy. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm stressed like all the time. Like something that I really learned, especially now this year, once again, this is like the first year that's been just for me. You really gotta take time and focus on yourself and do things for just yourself. Practice self-care and do the things that you love. Like, I love going to the gym and I love working out. When I first got Bailey, it was really hard to go to the gym. After a few months of not being able to go to the gym regularly, I did feel it on my mental health. There are things, habits, rituals that you follow, you design for yourself. They're not set out by anyone else. You have to find out what you like on your own, and you have to keep them as a part of your life. Work-life balance is so important. You're gonna have a lot of failed attempts before it actually works, and that's fine. That's something that I really learned in 2023. Failure is normal and it is to be expected. You cannot be perfect. You know, it's so funny that in certain aspects and in certain situations, you just expect to fail and you're totally fine with it. Like when you go to the gym, you just expect to not perform great at the beginning. You just expect to be weak. You just expect to not do your best, and you're fine with it. You're going there to improve and you are expecting improvements, but you're fine with not being perfect at the beginning. And in other aspects of life, we all just expect ourselves to be perfect from the get-go, and it doesn't work like that. Like, failing is so normal and it's part of life, and it will happen all the time. Alright, so I'm going to let these sit. I don't know if anything's happening, to be real. I've done this so many times before. If it doesn't work, you know what? It's fine. I'm just not gonna have dark brows. It's fine. Alright, now funnily enough, I think I might have tinted my skin. Lovely. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Okay, great. Now I'm going to wash my hair because self-care is very important.
Try to forget, but the thoughts, they seem to drown me instead.
And I'm back for the finishing touches of my self-care night. Finished washing my hair. This is what it looks like right now. I'm going to be doing my skincare routine now. I've been also taking a little bit more time when applying my oil cleanser and my foaming cleanser. I've always been doing it in a very rushed way, but now, you know, I want to be better. I want to take this time. No need to rush. Can you see the elliptical that my mom has? I think she doesn't even use it. Yesterday, I was hosting a session together with Join Morning Club, and it was about a slow-paced morning routine. So if you've been there, shout out to you. And it was really fun, and we did a creative writing exercise that I picked out for everyone to do, which was writing a letter to ourselves a year in the past or a year ahead in the future. I mean, I was hosting the event. I couldn't write down that much because I also had to talk to people and go through the chat, but it was really nice because I did some reflecting, and especially afterwards, you know, I kept on thinking about it because once it's in my head, I have to think about it. Personally, I chose to write the letter to my past self. That really had me reflecting on the entire last year, really. And I really gotta say, like, so many things happened, and I'm so excited for 2024 because I feel like I really needed this year as a reset and recharge because I feel so ready for 2024 to come. If I would have to have a chat with my past self, I would probably tell myself, buckle up, 2023 is gonna be a ride. You're gonna be heard, you're gonna get heard, and then you're gonna figure out if people leave your life, it's totally fine. You're gonna figure out a lot about your past relationship and how sometimes some very strong emotions are not always love. They're also an emotional codependency. Giveon is my #2 most streamed artist of the year for a reason. And I was a vampire, which means apparently I was very depressed. I wouldn't say I was depressed, but you know what? I felt it all. 2023 was a great lesson, and I think we should be less afraid of these lessons because yeah, they're going to hurt and they're going to be challenging, they're going to be hard. Eventually we get out of it and we're so much stronger than we were before. Alright, I'm going to blow dry my hair and moisturize my body, and then I'll see you guys. And here I am, going to put on a face mask whilst ending today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I feel like I suck at giving advice, but I try to be so careful with the words that I'm sending out because I know that they have an impact. If you listen, they will probably have an impact. Well, you could totally say, screw her, she has no idea what she's talking about. Valid. Or you could take the words that I'm sending out to your heart and take them very seriously. So I try to be very careful when giving advice because I don't know everything. I don't have everything figured out. If we were besties, the one thing that I would want you guys to know is there is no such thing as bad years, I think, because there's always something good in every single year. Yeah, sometimes bad things happen and we have a lot of unpleasant memories about a year, but all in all, you still usually have nice things happening too. And instead of focusing too much on the bad things happening within a year, also think of the great things that happened and be grateful. I am very grateful to have you guys in my life and to have a platform to be able to share my videos and do what I love. It's not just studying dentistry, but also, you know, creating content and creating silly little videos and chatting to you guys. It's honestly very therapeutic for me. I am posting a lot of videos out of selfish reasons because it feels good for me to create them, which is why I'm so happy that they still resonate well with you guys, even though I'm creating them out of such a selfish reason. I'm grateful to have you guys in my life, and I'm grateful that you're giving me this platform, that you're tuning back in weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, maybe just once a year, and check back in and leave comments and are so nice and kind to me. It's surreal. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. I really do hope you guys had a great year. If it wasn't great, it wasn't bad. If it wasn't great, 2024 is just another chance, and it's just another week away. And you don't have to wait up until the 1st of January 2024 to turn your life around. You can do that tomorrow. You can do that in an hour. And yeah, just have a great end to the year. Thank you so much for tuning back in, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.